Good afternoon, it's June 11th. My name is Dave with another look at an EWAVES highlight. This is a little bit of a before and after. We're going to look at a recommendation that was actually issued from EWAVES to one of the flash services back in late April and was recently closed out. Let's take a look at the wave count. So back in late April, we're looking at MPC, which is Marathon Petroleum Corporation, not to be confused with MRO, which is Marathon Oil Corporation. Is it the same Marathon? I don't know. EWAVES was identified this pattern. It's got a wave A low in March of 2020, and then looking for a three-wave rally in a wave B. It's a zigzag. Wave A is 5 waves. That tells you it's going to be a zigzag. 3 waves for wave B. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, looking for a 5th wave up to at least 60 as a target. If wave 5 is close to the length of wave 1, it's going to be, what's the equality is, that's roughly 26, and that's roughly 42. 16 points would take you up into the lower 60s easily, and that works. Let's see if there's anything to talk about here in terms of the structure. The subdivisions are really nice. Look at the detail that the computer puts in here. Look at this, wave C in a zigzag, which is what wave B is, A, B, C. Has to be 5 waves. You got a 1, 2. You've got a clearly subdivided third wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, waves 4, 5 for wave C of B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1. A nice flat for wave 2. This is a zigzag for wave 4, so you've got alternation here between wave 4, which is going to be defined as a sharp correction since it's a zigzag, and wave 2, which is a flat correction since wave B goes to a new extreme above the point where wave A began. And it looks like there might be a slight truncation here with wave C of 4 relative to wave A of 4, which further supports or further says that it's a bullish pattern. One other thing I want to note here, because we're going to look at this when we look at the exit chart or the up-to-date chart. Let's take a look at one larger degree. Notice that from the peak in September of 2018, EWAVES identifies the decline as 3 waves, A, flat B, C, and calls it wave A, a 3-wave A, which implies a rally back to or exceeding, in many cases, the origin of the wave A. So that's all the way up near 88. So wave A is not the only interpretation here, because it could just as easily only be wave A, wave B, wave C. That could be a wave X. Something else could be going on. It could be part of a larger triangle. You don't know. One of the things I've always said when I've lectured, the wave principle is not for people who demand closure. You're almost always going to have a viable alternate count. Certainly, your preferred count may be as much as 90% many times, but there's always going to be something else that the market could trace out that you're going to have to deal with. So if you're one of those people who doesn't like carrying around a couple extra thoughts in your head, the wave principle may not be for you, but we hope it is. All right, let's click over now. Let's take a look first at how this played out. So here's the wave 4 that got identified. Still wave A, wave B, 1, flat 2, 3, zigzag wave 4, and 5 waves up to complete what EWAVES now believes is all of wave C, and EWAVES is labeling the structure. It's changed its mind, no longer labeling this as wave A, but labeling it as wave W. These things happen. That's okay. A, B, 5 waves up for C, wave X. This count at this moment is now bearish. And I've got to say one thing, because I've looked at the way EWAVES works for the last. We've developed this for several decades. In the earlier versions of EWAVES, it had a much more difficult time of labeling a pattern as complete. it was often late. Not a criticism of the way it was programmed, just a matter of there's the learning curve that's involved. The current version of EWAVES, which actually we just moved to our latest version, 3.1 over 3.0, was just released yesterday, is so much faster than the original version and does a significantly better job at saying in real time, I think this pattern is finished. Again, that's me being tangential, conversation for another point in time. Let's just flip back to that one bigger picture. So remember earlier, EWAVES was labeling ABC a three-wave structure, could have been wave A of a flat. At this point in time, it says the better interpretation is that this is ABC, wave W, and a completed three-wave rally for wave X. So the entry was here, the exit is here. That's not terrible. We'll see what else happens. Thanks for listening.